Hey guys, so the Virgin Galactic stock has finally flipped green after a good number of days of red. Check this out. So since our high of $52 on Thursday the 8th of July, you can see we pulled back about 42%. But finally we've seen some green now, so we're up about 7 to 8% today. We're at $32.15. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of the reasons why I think we're seeing green at the moment. So the first one is, like I mentioned in my previous video, I think that $30 is a good support level, and this graph demonstrates it quite well. Check this out. You can see we've pulled back significantly, like I said, 42%, all the way up to about $30, and you can see at the $30 level we've seen a bounce upwards of about 6 to 7%. So that just demonstrates that that could be a very good support level. You can see we just dipped below $30 on Monday the 19th of July, and then after that we've seen a kind of a rebound. So that's number one. I think that potentially $30 is a good support level. That's not to say that it can't be broken. If we hear further bad news about the company, or if the market in general is quite bearish, then we could potentially see it go below $30, and that would be quite devastating. But at the moment it seems like quite a strong level of support. Now moving on. Actually, before I jump into it, I'll be grateful if you could smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates if you haven't already. Okay, so the next thing that I think could be keeping the stock price up is the Blue Origin test flight. Now, the Blue Origin test flight, which will involve Jeff Bezos, his brother, as well as the millionaire who paid $28 million for the ticket, will happen tomorrow. So it's very soon. So that could be what's causing this stock price to go upwards. It could be lifting the Virgin Galactic stock price. And I wouldn't be surprised about that, because it is good news, and although it's a different company, it's good news for the space tourism industry as a whole. So it could be good news, and then potentially we might see a pullback tomorrow after the event is over. But that's one of the other reasons why this could potentially happen. And also I just wanted to share with you how we can actually watch this actual test flight. So I think it'll be very exciting, even though it's not Virgin Galactic. So how to watch Blue Origin's first human flight on July 20th. So what I'll do is I'll leave the link in the description below, but basically you can click on the blueorigin.com website, and so live broadcasts will start at 6:30 a.m. CDT or 11:30 a.m. UTC, and liftoff is targeted around 8 a.m. CDT and 1300 for UTC. So like I said, I'll leave it in the description below for anyone who's interested in actually watching it. I think it'll be a very exciting event. It's good for space in general, and it's good for Virgin Galactic as well, because it demonstrates the proof of concept that space tourism is safe and it's real, and it's going to happen very soon. So that's the second thing that I think is causing the stock price to stay above $30. Okay, the other thing is we've seen some bullish articles on Virgin Galactic from Seeking Alpha as well as from the Motley Fool. So these things could be keeping the stock price up, or could be encouraging investors to actually buy the dip, so to speak. So let's have a look. So first of all, in terms of the Seeking Alpha article, it's quite long. I'll leave it in the description again. One of the things they said were that they think that the actual revenues for the space tourism side of things could be around $3.1 billion, which is very significant. And let's check out, I'll go to the calculator to show you how they came up with this number. So let's say, for example, by 2025, for example, I think that's what they used. Let's say Virgin Galactic has 6 seats per flight, and let's imagine very conservatively, like they did in Seeking Alpha, that they only managed to fill 5 seats for every 6-seat flight. So that's 5 tickets for every flight, and let's imagine they fly 10 times per spaceport. So that's 50 tickets per week per spaceport, and that's quite reasonable, especially if you consider the fact that all they need to do is fly once a day, from Monday to Sunday, and then just an extra flight on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. That will make up 10 flights, or they can do 2 flights per day from Monday to Friday. Again, that's 10 flights. So that's very reasonable. And let's imagine they do that all year round, so 52 weeks in a year. So that's 2,600 tickets that they can generate from just one spaceport. But let's not forget the fact that we think that there are going to be more than just one spaceport, and most likely there will be. Check this out. So at the moment we've got Spaceport America, FAA approved facility in New Mexico. But Virgin Galactic's management has said that they're in talks with other countries including Abu Dhabi, Italy, United Kingdom and Australia, which all have expressed interest in being destinations for spaceports from which suborbital flights could be launched in the future. So that just demonstrates 5 places of interest which could potentially become spaceports and revenue generating spaceports in the future. And let's imagine they all generate 2,600 tickets per year. So what we do now is we times that by 5 to get 5 spaceports. So that's 13,000 tickets. Now, in terms of pricing, again, let's be conservative and say 250,000 per ticket, because at the moment we know that tickets are going to be more expensive on average because the actual microgravity research and astronaut training tickets are upwards of $500,000. So on average, the tickets are going to be more expensive than 250,000. But let's assume that by the time they're able to scale to 13,000 flights in a few years' time, the actual ticket price would come down a bit. So let's just say 250,000 on average. So what do we get? We get about $3.25 billion of revenue. So that's huge. And again, this is from Seeking Alpha. They're being quite conservative. And if we have a look here, imagine if a company is generating $3.2 billion in revenue just from their space tourism side of things, by the way, not including other forms of revenue. You can see that the market cap is about $7.8 billion as of today. So that looks like a huge discount if you consider what kind of revenues they can generate. And let's not forget the actual point-to-point travel. Although this is a lot further down the line, it still provides potential for us. Now check out this article from the Motley Fool. So they said, according to analysts at UBS, the space industry could grow from $400 billion to $850 billion by 2030, with tourism and hypersonic point-to-point travel representing markets of $3 billion and $20 billion respectively. So as you can see, the hypersonic travel industry is worth a lot more than the actual space tourism industry. So this company could become a cash cow in the future, and that's why investors like myself and yourself understand that although the stock is very volatile at the moment, the potential upside is huge, and that's what we're hoping for in the future. So there's a lot of things that could be causing the stock to go up today, and like I said, just because it's up today, it doesn't mean that it's going to hold this $30 level. But I'm very happy about the fact that we've managed to find some support at 30. I'm looking forward to the Blue Origin test flight. Very bullish about the future and the potential revenues. And like I say always, it's a bit annoying in terms of the timing of how they did the stock offering, but after thinking about it for a few days, I'm actually very happy that this stock offering happened. And the reason for that is because I'd much rather be invested in a company and be diluted by about 7% in order to be invested in this company, which has an extra $500 million of cash in order to scale production. And having a lot of cash at this stage of Virgin Galactic's life cycle is very important, because this is the point in which Virgin Galactic need to scale production. They need to build spaceships, and the only way to do that is to raise capital. And I believe it was a good opportunity to raise capital in order to build more space flights. So even though I've lost a lot of money in terms of the stock price going down, at least I'm invested in a company that has a lot more cash and is a lot safer than it was prior to the actual stock offering. So like I said, as always, I'm long term in this stock. I'm planning to hold. Even though it's gone down significantly, I'm still very bullish that in the future it's going to be significantly higher than where it is today. So I only see these pullbacks as buying opportunities. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.